All right, guys, we got our first retest. This is going to be the 3 rep max overhead squat. We're going to give you a 15-minute window to retest this. All right, we did this in our second week of the cycle. So just a quick review. When we're coming out of the rack, you're going to start with the bar on your back. Okay, you stand up, take a step back. From here, you're going to find your grip. All right, this does not have to be exactly your snatch grip. Right, if you have some more mobility, if you like it a little bit narrower, that's okay. But from here, we're going to jump the bar up overhead. Okay, set your feet, keep your eyes and chest up, lock in those shoulders, get a good deep squat, and stand back up. You got 3 reps to do, all right? When you're done, if you feel comfortable, you can lower it back to your back. If it's really heavy and you're tired, just drop it to the ground, and we can help you pick it back up, all right? Always, this is a tough movement for people. We've been working on this every Wednesday, so hopefully you're feeling stronger here. And again, so for some people, just trying to do a full range of motion with just the barbell is a win if you're working on mobility. Other athletes have been substituting front squat, so you can test that if you've been working on that. Main pointers here is just really, again, before you load up, lock in that position overhead, okay? And something that I often think about, because I'm so focused on that weight up here, sometimes I think about my proper form of my legs. And the big thing that I find that I have to focus on is really engaging my hips and pushing my knees out, that sometimes my knees collapse, right? They'll come in because I'm so focused on holding the bar overhead. So really focus on engaging those hips, opening those hips, engaging as much muscle as you can, and hopefully you see some improvement there. All right, that's our strength. Let's talk about conditioning. All right, guys, we've got a little 12-minute AMRAP called 8/16th today. This is going to be 4 body weight movements. The first one is going to be 8 toes to bar, followed by 16 jumping lunges. From there, 8 burpees, and then 16 jumping squats. So that jumping lunges and squats is going to get the legs. And then we got some midline core work with the burpees and toes to bar. So let's talk about the toes to bar. So the standard is toes touching the bar between the hands. Okay? I always remind people, keep the body as tight as you can. You don't want the legs swinging way out in front. If you're just learning, let's say you're strong enough to do this, and you're struggling with connecting the movement, start small and build into it. So I find that when people are first learning, if they just try to lift their toes on the very first rep, then they kind of swing out of position. All right, so you can start small with a normal knee raise. So this is our normal scale, is to do a knee raise. This is much easier to control the swing, okay? But build a little higher. See if you can control the swing to eye level. And from there, see if you can get all the way up. Or just get closer, all right? Build yourself into it, controlling that rhythm, okay? This is designed to be something you can do unbroken for the most part. But again, if you're just learning, go for it. It's only 8 reps per round. From there, if you struggle with any grip or shoulder issues, you can do some floor work, of course. So the common floor work is always going to be the tuck up, right? So feet are off the ground, you tuck and come back, okay? The harder version is the V up, all right? Or if you want to substitute in some GHD sit-ups, it's a great sub as well, okay? From there, we're going to go to 16 jumping lunges. So this is going to be 8 each leg. When we do a jumping lunge, you want to make sure, again, your feet are spread wide. You don't want to be on that tightrope. So shoulder width stance, the knee's going to tap the ground, you explode up, tap the knee. Really focus on keeping the chest straight up and down. We don't want to come forward, okay? You want to feel kind of equal pressure through the front and back foot. Driving up, the leg should get straight or full extension at the top. This is not a good rep if we just come back and forth. So you have to make sure that your legs get fully extended every rep. From there, we're going to go to burpees, okay? So 8 burpees, hands to the floor, kick the feet back, jump and clap at the top. Remember to get all the way vertical. Finishing your burpee here is not a good rep, right? We want to get all the way, little tiny jump. If you notice my hips, when I come down and up, right, my hips are high here. I kick back, and watch when I come forward, I jump my hips high again. So really use the power from your hips to help your arms, okay? If you get tired, you can step back is a scale and forward. This allows you to keep moving. Or you can go to just a plank. That's also going to be a little bit quicker, okay? From there, we got 16 jumping squats. Just like a regular squat, just get off the ground, all right? So keep the chest tall, good depth for 16 reps, okay? For both the lunges and the squats, if your legs die out, you're struggling to get that explosive jump, you can go down to just regular stepping lunges or regular air squats. All right? So that's our AMRAP, and we got a finisher as well. All right, guys, so our finisher today is just some handstand walking strengthening work. So if you can do handstand walking, you're gonna do 3 rounds of 50-foot handstand walk, okay? So if you can do that, great, go for it. We're gonna talk mostly about the scale, which is going to be doing wall walks. You're gonna do 3 rounds of wall walks plus shoulder taps, okay? So depending on your strength, you can scale the number of reps per round. We have written down 5 wall walks plus 10 taps, okay? So the wall walk starts in the bottom of a push-up position up against the wall. Okay, the first thing that you're gonna do is extend your arms, reach the foot back, and get the head between the arms here. So now I have the weight over my wrist, my hips are high, and then you walk up as high as you feel comfortable. Okay, you don't have to go all the way up, just go as high as you feel comfortable, okay? If you can, touch your nose to the wall. At no point should your body be resting on the wall. Keep that nice tension in your midline. And then the rep is done when you walk all the way back down. That's the end of the rep, okay? So I would say depending on your strength, if you can't do 5, do 3 reps. And on your final rep, you're gonna walk up and do some shoulder taps. So again, the last rep, you're gonna walk up. Let's say this is as far as you feel comfortable. From here, you're gonna do 10 taps. If you're comfortable going all the way up, that's a little bit more challenging. But again, 10 taps, walk yourself back down, and that's going to be the end of 1 round. Okay, so again, this is for quality, this is not for time. 3 rounds through that, and that'll be the end of the day. See you tomorrow.